everyone, welcome to my Surviving Angel Insight channel. So I thought about doing a video today about the topic about being the jacks of all trades, but the masters of none. So you know how sometimes God blesses us with gifts. We can do things like some of us, we can sing, we can rap, we can write, we can act, we can direct, we can produce, we can, I think I said dance already. We could do a whole lot, right? And a lot of times we think because we got all these gifts or we able to do all of these things. Not to mention, because it's more to life than just entertainment. So you might have the gift of just teaching or being a pastor or just leading, ministering. There's so many gifts in this world that we are able to have, or just to be a receptionist. Let me tell you, I wanted to be a receptionist for a long time. That's a whole nother video. But the point is, you know how a lot of times we have all of these abilities that we are able to do. And we think just because we are able to do it that we actually should be able to do all the things. But one of the things that we got to realize a lot of the times is we have to go to God for everything that we do. Okay? Because God is the director of our lives. And He knows what path that He wants us on. So we need to have that conversation with God and be like, God, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? Because just because you could sing does not mean you should sing. Just because you could dance don't mean you could dance. You should dance. Just because you could teach don't mean you should teach. You have to ask God, what is it that directly you want me to do? Because sometimes we literally, because we have all of these gifts, we'll do everything. So I don't want nobody to think because I'm saying to you guys that just because we have all these gifts, don't do it. That's not what I'm saying. You have to always pray and ask God what directly He wants us to do. Because one of the things that I've learned is that sometimes what we want to do is not what God wants us to do. What we want for ourselves is not what God wants for us. And we don't know because we don't talk to God, or we try to do it a lot of things ourselves. A lot of times, if you ever notice, you might want to do something so bad, and a lot of times it doesn't happen. And you wondering, okay, why is this not happening? Why is this not happening? Because I'm working, I'm doing all this. Sometimes because it's not what God wants you to do. But you thought you should do it because that's what the gifts that God gave you. But He blessed all of us with gifts. And yes, He wants us to use our gifts. He says that we have to use our gifts. He does not want us to sit on our gifts. He will take our gifts if we don't use it. But that don't mean we all should actually do it. So that's why it says, don't be, my dad used to say that to me, I said, don't be the jacks of all trades and the masters of none. Because he used to see me writing and acting and modeling and doing all of this stuff. And he was like, well, what do you really want to do? What do God really want you to do? Just because you could do everything don't mean you should do everything. Ask God, what do you want me to do? So I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys to have a conversation with God. Just be like, God, what do you want me to do? Show me what do you want me to do? Because at the end of the day, whatever we do, it's supposed to be to give God the glory. And it's supposed to have meaning. And you also supposed to love it. So ask God, where is it that you want me to, what place do you want me to go? How do you want me to handle this situation? Do you want me to use this gift? Do you want me to do it? Because, and then another thing, sometimes we want to do something. We are so in a right now situation. And my mom used to say that this generation is so microwavable. And I'm like, what, mommy? What? And she was like, y'all want everything right now, the quick way. Y'all don't want to wait for nothing. And there's nothing wrong with waiting. Sometimes the best things happens when you wait for them. And you just pray and wait and have patience. A lot of times you trying to rush something, it doesn't go as planned. And sometimes when you rush it, it doesn't be as good as if you actually sat on it, worked on it for a period of time. So be patient, talk to God. Say, God, what do you want from me? What do you, God, I don't know. What is it? Because here's what I want to do. But God, is this what you want me to do? Ask God. And as I'm speaking this to you, I'm also kind of speaking it to myself, because I know I love acting. Everybody who knows me know I love to act. I love it so much. But it's so painful. People don't know that it's so painful for me to do it. I'm not even supposed to be doing it, to be honest with you guys, because of health issues. And I know it. A lot of times, even when I'm performing, I'm in the worst pain ever. But that's something I want to do. But I have to ask God, no, God, is that what you really want me to do? Because I have a story. I have a testimony. And maybe what God is saying, no, I want you to just use your story. I want you to speak your story. I want you to shout it to the world. I want you to give me all the glory. That's where I want you. But see, I'm so focused on what I want. And sometimes I cry about it, because it's like a lot of times I want to act in everything and I can't, because either I can't get there because I don't have the money to get there, the transportation to get there, or I'm too sick to get up and go to this audition. It's so many things that's getting away from me. And you have to ask, God, is this what you really want? Because God, if this is not what you want me, let me know, because I will stop that and focus on where you want me. If speaking is where you want me, then God, that's where I'm going to go. But we want to go wherever God is. We want to follow whatever God is. And we want to do whatever God wants us to do. And I think that I want you all guys to know that just because we have all these gifts that God wonderfully blessed us with, because it's such a blessing to be blessed with a gift, that does not mean that's what He envisioned for us and that's what He wants from us. So we have to go according to His plans, and we have to lean not unto our own understanding. So I just want you guys, and I really hope that this video actually is an inspiration to you guys, that some of you are struggling with any career path. Because it doesn't matter what career that you want. Ask God, is this what you want from me? Is this the job you want me to have? What calling do you have for me, God? I hope that this actually helps you guys in some type of way. I hope that anybody out there who's struggling with not knowing what to really do. Should I take this job? Should I not take this job? Should I do these 3 jobs? Should I not do these 3 jobs? Or, whatever it is that you are worrying about right now. And another thing, sometimes we stress over things that God already done handled it. He done worked it out, and it's just working, and we just stressing about it. So just think about that. When you take yourself out of it and let God do what He's supposed to do, Yolanda Adams said it best: step aside. Let God do all His movements. Step aside. Let God be God. I want you guys to just do that for a second. And again, I'm speaking not just to you, I'm actually speaking to myself as well. Ask God, okay, I want to do this. I really want to do this. I love doing it. But is this what you want from me? Is this what you want me to do, God? Because I want to please you. Whatever I do, I want it to please you. I want you to get to glory. So God, please show me, what is it that you want me to do? Show me what direction you want me to go in. Lead me to the right thing and the right path, God. Because I just want to live for you. You have to do what I love about William McDowell's song. You have to give yourself away. In order for God to speak to you in a way that can manifest to you, to what you need to know, and with the wisdom and the knowledge, you have to give yourself away. So God can manifest in you what He wants from you. And I would speak more on that on another video. I don't want it to be so long, but I just wanted to speak on that tonight. I just wanted to speak on that. Give yourself away. Step aside. Let God be God. And ask God, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? Because at the end of the day, we want to live for God. We want to please Him. We want to make Him happy. We want to give Him all the glory, all the praise. And whatever we do, we want to do it, we want to be happy. And sometimes we might be doing something and we're not happy, and it's only because we wanted to do it. It wasn't what God wanted for us to do. And sometimes we think, well, oh, okay, well, God didn't want us to do it, then why would he keep opening doors? Sometimes God just can open doors for you. You still have to ask him, because maybe he might want you to do it at this moment, but that's not his end vision for you. Don't think because God wants you here at this moment, that's where you're going to end at. It's not. God always got something better for us. Always something better and bigger. So just because right now, this is what it is, don't be afraid to move on. Don't be afraid to ask God, what else do you need me to do? Don't be afraid of going to God for anything that you need and want. And believe in him and work at it. Have faith. Talk to God. God is the best friend you could ever have, because he will never let you down. He will never talk about you behind your back. He will always have your back. He will always be there for you. He will always give you the right direction. A lot of times we just so hard-headed. We just so stubborn, and we just don't listen. We have to reconnect with God. You have to have that connection with God, and I'm going to talk more about that in another video too. But have that good connection with God. Revisit your relationship with God, because you can't have anything act really good in your life if you don't have that good foundation with God. That's very important. That foundation with God and Jesus is what you need. And I'm not trying to, pray, pastor to nobody, because I'm not a pastor. I'm going to stay in my own lane and take my own advice. Don't be the judge or Tracy the master, none. But I just want you guys to know that we got to live for God. We got to be for Jesus. We have to really, really let ourselves go. Tell God, say, God, I need more of you and less of me. Because a lot of time we so full of us and we have less than God, and that's backwards. We need less of us and we need more of him. We need more of him to show us the right direction and the right path. Sometimes the reason why, and I'm going to talk about this in another video too, another reason why it's so easy for us to stay in sin and live in sin is because we so much of us and we not more of him. We need more of him, you guys. So I hope that this video is an inspiration, and I really, really hope it helped you guys, and I pray whatever gifts that God has for you, that you will listen to what he wants for you, what his plan is for you, and keep working at it. And don't give up. And let me tell you, it's something about having patience, Patience is a virtue, and be patient. Don't rush God. God knows, and God's timing is always the best timing. It's our timing that's always the worst. But God's timing is always the best timing. And that's why I'm going to leave it at God's time. And you know what? I'm going to end. I know you always hear me end off my videos saying that, remember, when God wakes you up, he still has a plan for your life. But because of this moment, I'm going to switch it up and end this video with saying this. With God for you, who could come against you? Sit on that for a minute. Just sit on that for a minute. With God on your side, who can be against you? Because when you got God rooting for you and with you, it's going to be all right. That don't mean stuff is not going to happen. But you know what? You're going to make it through. You're going to be all right. And when you finish, you know what you guys going to say? It was all for my good. And that's how I'm going to end off the video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel. God bless.